crusades, he was captured by his enemy, Leopold of Austria. Richard's brother, Prince John, is not willing to help, but 4 great knights have stepped forward to try to free the king. Wilfrid of Ivanhoe, one of England's best in the tournaments. Cedric of Rotherwood, a leader of men and a skilled negotiator. Geoffrey Longsword, whose swordsmanship is legendary.
Well, apologies for that. So this stream should now have audio.
Wilfrid the Wild, a great leader.
The reason it didn't is because I've been changing the settings,
Which
trying
of
to get the
these
stream
should
to
be
work,
chosen
and
as
forgot
Richard's
to set
champion?
them back. Okay, so who are we going to choose? Let's go. Who's a good swordsmith? It's got to be Geoffrey, I suppose.
Geoffrey Longsword, it is your task to raise the £20,000 sterling necessary to free the king. You decide to travel first to Sherwood Forest to ask for the aid of your old friend Robin of Locksley. Robin promises to help you 3 times during your quest if you should need him. This is your home territory from which you will launch your campaign. These are territories owned by other knights. Most of them are loyal to Prince John and will not be sympathetic to your cause. Good luck. What are your orders, sire?
Okay, so this is Defender of the Crown 2, which was launched in 1994. It's a Jim Sachs production. He did the graphics, the programming, the sound, and the music, I believe. I'm not sure who did the narration, but it's quite well done. It was created on the Directed-2 software by... Ooh, who was that by? Can't remember now. And unfortunately this game, even though it was, I don't think it was commissioned by Commodore, but it was certainly endorsed by Commodore, and it was supposedly going to be released by Commodore, I think, but Commodore collapsed in April of '94, just before the game was completed, so the endorsement from Commodore amounted to zip. So this game was released by screensaver there, by Jim, and I don't think it was a massive success because obviously Commodore collapsed, which is a great shame because it is pretty fantastic. So let's go. Now the whole point of the game is that you have to raise a ransom to save the king without, I mean the original game was just a case of attacking the other lords and England becoming under your leadership, and then the crown was reunited and blah blah blah. This one's a little bit different. You have to secure a ransom, which you can see at the bottom, and if we go to check resources when it loads in, we will see that things like the general stats for money, buying army units and paying the ransom itself is controlled by your advisors. Now we have treasure of 300 a month. No we don't. We have a treasure of 300 and an income of 60 a month and payments of 23 a month. We can control our resources. We can send in a spy, or we can add to the king's ransom. But we won't do any of that for the moment. We shall go seeking a conquest. Where will you move your army? So usually the lords in the south are hostile and the lords in the north-ish are friendly, although that's not always the case. This piece of land here where the dagger's pointing is the most expensive and profitable on the map, or at least it was in Defender of the Crown 1.
Your army has taken the territory without opposition.
Superb. So the biggest land masses will have the most peasants who will join your forces, but not necessarily be the most high value. So the lands, generally speaking, the more south you go, the more land value is. The further north you get, as in real life, the less income you will get from land ownership. So we've got that one, which is quite important. Let's pop across and get that one.
Your army has taken the territory unopposed.
Excellent. Starting to fill up a treat now. Alright, seek conquest. Might as well that.
Your army has taken the territory unopposed.
Now this game it's a little bit easier than Defender of the Crown 1. Defender of the Crown 1 can be either savage or ridiculously easy, depending on, well, how it feels, I guess. Whereas Defender of the Crown 2 is quite an easy game. Do you need Robin's help? I'm not sure. Let's say no. There's a little bit of interference on the screen, which is coming from the cd32. It's not due to video capture, it's just the way the cd32 is. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Yep. Let's escape quickly. We've just been thrashed. It's funny going back to a real CD32 is the delay as the CD is read. You kind of forget about when you play emulation because there's no delay. And it does change the gameplay quite a bit when you're sat looking at a blank screen for a while. But you get used to it.
Your army has retreated to your home territory.
What I should have done, clearly, is ask Robin for help. Okay. Let's build up the army rather than leave it to the bean counters. Personnel. Ooh, lots of soldiers. We'll have those straight away. Okay. Castle guards. Oh, go on then. We better have somebody guarding the castle for what it's worth. Okay. Let's go kick some ass. We'll leave the rest to the advisors. We shall seek conquest. Let's have another go. We'll have a bit of help this time, so as I got thrashed last time.
At his camp in Sherwood Forest, Robin agrees to help you. He will supply extra men to aid in the coming battle.
Thanks, Robin. Awfully decent of you. Oh, 130. Wicked. Give him a goddamn good sound thrashing. I think the CD skipped there a little bit. The CD I'm playing is a copy, not in the best
You've won
condition.
the battle and the territory is yours.
Superb. Okay. Let's go smash a castle. £50 sterling. Okay, let's do it. Do you want Robin's help? No, I don't think so. Come on, chaps. Tally-ho. Let's give them a sound thrashing. Small boulder first. I think it's 2 dobs. Perhaps it's 1 dob. Damn it. Ah, excellent. Well done, chaps. Three dobs. Oh, come on. Can't be 2 dobs. Yeah, it was 2. Right. That's 2, so the next one will be 3. One, two, three. Fire. Hail to the king, baby. Okay, 3. Oh, come on. 5 it should be, shouldn't it? Beautiful. Only if John Cleese is on the ramparts throwing things at the army below. I'd like to think they were.
You've won the battle, and the territory is yours. Enemies of the king have infiltrated your army and sabotaged your catapult. The once mighty weapon is now useless.
Yeah, for goodness sake. Ridiculous. Spy report. Okay, let's go. Oh, don't want to read the map. Oh, God, then I will. Norfolk. £90 a month. Okay. £60 a month. 40 a month. 90. Aha. 60. 90. 80. 60. And 80. So realistically, 90. So 90. 90 and oh, so those two are 90. What's that one? 70. 90. Ah, okay. So all across from Norfolk, all the way across to there is £90 a month, which I must admit I didn't realise. Which one's what's that? Leicester. Okay. Essex. Okay. Cool. Well, I think we know what to do now then. Send forth the campaign army.
Your ally grants you safe passage across his lands.
That's nice.
You've just received word that a Saxon maiden has been kidnapped by one of your enemies. Will you attempt a rescue?
Hell yes. Yeah, go on then. Robin's help. Let's go. Let's go rescue this fair maiden. Oh, the joys of twin
At
speed
his
loading.
camp in Sherwood Forest, Robin agrees to your request for help. He and Friar Tuck will accompany you on your raid.
Excellent. Okay, Friar Tuck, let's go. Quite sure what happened
Despite
there.
your best efforts, you are captured and thrown into the dungeon. But a week later, some of Robin's men break into the castle and free you. You return home to the cheers of your followers.
I might have pressed the wrong buttons then. Who's building a castle? Seek conquest. Let's go flatten that one. I thought I had a catapult. No. Not needed, Sir Robin of Locksley. Go rest. Well done, well done. Rah, 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 rah. Excellent. That's two. Oh, was that two or three? Not sure. Might be three dobs. Go four, because I've not been paying any attention. That is three. God damn it. Three dobs. One, two, three, four. Oh, come on. Five then. One, two, three, four, five. That's it. The castle wall is breached. That might be it. You only get so many goes. No, no, one more. That was five, so let's do six, and that should bring the wall down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. We're in. It's a shame the CD has got interference going through the composite lead, but not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Put up a good fight. Not good enough.
You've won the battle and the territory is yours.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Let's check some resources. Let's buy some personnel and pay some ransom off. Available. That's not many soldiers, is it, to be honest? There you go. Which castle? That one. You might as well have a few soldiers in there. Okay. Hi Peter, yeah, we have audio now. I had to switch it over to HDMI conversion, I hadn't. Add to ransom. 22, is that all? Okay. So what are you up to today, Peter? Anything exciting going on? Let's take that one.
Your army has taken the territory without opposition.
Excellent. That is good to know. Let's take that one. Oh, too far, too far. Go back home.
Your army has taken the territory unopposed.
Excellent.
One of your territories is under attack.
Bloody cheek. Yeah, got them. Let's move down and give them a sound thrashing. Nope. Not sure what difference that makes. Probably none. But anyway.
You've won the battle and the territory is yours.
Splendid. Ransom of £1,000. Can't remember what the ransom is.
You've just
Quite high.
received word that
Oh.
a Saxon maiden has been kidnapped by one of your enemies. Will you
She
attempt
looks
to rescue?
a hot wench. We shall go save her. Yep. Is it composite? Yes, it is, Peter. It's composite, yeah. Hence the interference. The cd32 does have S-video out,
to your request for help.
and I do have an
He and
S-video
Friar
lead.
Tuck will
I don't know where it
accompany
is
you
at
on the
hand
raid.
at the moment. It's kicking about somewhere, but I'm not sure where. The cd32 is quite a curious board. It does generate a lot of interference. So much that it can interfere with the reading of the reading of the discs. It interferes with the laser. So it's a little bit odd how it works. But this is just a rubbish composite picture. Okay. Get it. Got to climb the silver guy. Each screen, I think, is timed. Go on, go get him. So if you don't get through the screen in a certain amount of time...
Despite your best efforts, you are captured and thrown into the dungeon. But a week later, some of Robin's men break into the castle and free you. You return home to the cheers of your followers.
I did it straight away yesterday when I was playing with the CD. Playing with the CD. Anyway. I think the ransom is something ridiculous like £6,000 or £10,000 or something. Let me have a look. Defender of the Crown 2. Seek Conquest. Where are we going to go? Might as well get the other spot, haven't we? Oop.
Your army has taken the territory unopposed. Enemies of the king have infiltrated your army and sabotaged your catapult. The once mighty weapon is now useless.
Bloody cheek. Right, Defender of the Crown 2. What does it say about it? Defender of the Crown 2 was developed by Sachs Enterprises, Jim Sachs, published by Commodore Electronics in 1993 for the cd32. The game was originally created for the cd-TV, but was later released for the cd32. Oh, perhaps it came out. Oh, it must have come out for the cd-TV first then, which I didn't know. Historically, the historical, I can't read, strategy games improves upon its wildly successful predecessor by enhancing all aspects of the game. Same thing, Conquest goal is to save money. Well, it's not to make money, but okay. It doesn't tell you what the ransom is. Anyway, just tell you at the beginning of the game what the ransom is. I just wasn't paying any attention, which is fair enough. But it is something ridiculous. It's many. Let's do something else. Let's go raiding. Let's raid these suckers. Which is basically a sword fight. I'm just going to have a little look to see what the ransom is, if it says. I can find it anyway. Okay, we're off again. Go on, get him, son. That kicked me out of the game very quickly.
Despite your best efforts, you are captured and thrown into the dungeon. After 2 weeks, you negotiate your release by agreeing to pay half your wealth as ransom. You return home poorer but wiser.
I wonder if it's the joypad. If you press left to sword fight, press left and press the red button to fight. I wonder if, and because this joypad does have issues with left. No, it doesn't. It has issues with right. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. That seems alright. Ricardo Borman, jailbait. Who is? Move your army. Okay, let's go. Let's do a tournament, actually. We haven't done a tournament yet. Peter, I noticed they are too scared to raid the mighty Scotland. Yeah, but they didn't cross Adrian's Wall, did they? It's too cold. Don't think we're going that far. Up your chainmail gets some ice on it.
Choose your opponent.
Right. Well, it's going to be Cedric of Rotherwood. Let's go for... I don't know. Let's go Fame, because I can't remember if I'm any good at this or not. On the first game I can do it quite easily. On this one I'm not so sure. Can't even sword fight on this one, which is a bit of a worry. I'm mounted upon my mighty steed. Gotcha. Nope, he's got me. Bloody hell.
And so ends your day in the lists of Ashby. Though you did not win, your men respect the effort. There will be other tournaments.
Thus ends your day in the lists of Ashby. Alright, fair enough. So between sword fighting, castle raiding and the joust, that is all aspects of the game, I think.
One of your territories is under attack.
Okay. Right. Well, let's go unattack it. Come on, boys. Let's kick some ass. Bit of audio clipping there going on. I'd like to try this with a good CD, but I don't think I've got one. We'll pop Lemmings in a moment and see
You've
if that
won the
one's
battle,
okay.
and the territory is yours.
There's not much point playing any more of this, because you have to play this all day to get the ransom up. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's try something else. Okay, that's Defender. Many years ago, I went to a shopping centre in Sheffield called Meadowhall, which was a brand new then, massive multi-acre site. And in one of the shop windows, there was I think it was a cd32 with the black keyboard, black screen, and everything else, and it was playing a jet fighter sort of rolling demo. Never knew what it was. I used to go and just watch the demo and then wander off. Unbeknownst to me, it was on the Lemmings CD. If it ever spins up and plays a CD, that is. The light's on, but there's nobody in. Things might be happening. You can never tell with the cd32. It sort of drifts off into its own world. There we go. So B, I guess, even though there's no A or B on the controller, which I always found amusing, but it's for a CD-TV, obviously. So this is an A500, or would have been an A500 specific machine. So I'll press the blue button for B. And this is the demo I saw on the CD-TV setup in, I'm not sure who it was. I don't recall now what shop it was. It wasn't Electronics Boutique, but it was something like that. It might have been Comet or Curry's or something. Dixon's, I don't know. But it was in the shop window. And then I remember either then or at the same time, similar time, there was Defender of the Crown 2 on display as well, and it was, I think it was £30. Obviously I never bought it because I didn't have a CD TV, and but a few weeks later I did buy a CD32. But strangely enough, never went back to buy Defender of the Crown 2, which I don't really understand why. I would have thought I would have done, but there you go. The shape of things to come. What you're looking at now is the future. One day all games will come on CDs, mark my words. It'd be more impressive if there wasn't quite so much. Oh my God, he's live. Hi Mars. It'd be more impressive if there wasn't so much interference on screen, but there you go. Mats Larsen, how are you doing, sir? This was the demo I was playing when I was setting up the laser. It was quite interesting watching this play when the laser wasn't working, because it'd be almost single frame. The jet would stutter. I mean, there's some interference now, flicking on and off. This is pretty good for a 68000, even though it's on a 68020. Ricardo, I do miss Signosis. They made some awesome games. They did. I've met the guys from Signosis a few times. Nice bunch of guys. Bought by Sony, weren't they? Told us a few interesting stories about some of the things that went on. They were still using Amigas to do the sound for PlayStation games, and Sony didn't like that very much at all. Signosis stuff always looked good. Didn't necessarily play very well, but it always looked good. Matt's doing quite good, and even better now that you're live to entertain me. Okay, so there we go. So that was the demo that used to be on. I don't ever remember it stopping and going to this menu, which it probably didn't. It might have been a rolling demo for the cd-TV, I guess it was. I do have a cd-TV upstairs with a faulty display, and that's on my list of projects to do, as well as a Commodore 128D and 3 pets that I'm repairing. So self-isolation is not that big a deal, to be honest. Let's go! Alright, one player. Yep, I just start it. Just like that. Matt, so I have a complete CD-TV downstairs, black floppy, black keyboard, everything working. Sold it to a friend of mine 4 or 5 years ago. He never came to get it. Oh, best of all worlds. I never did have the keyboard, but I thought it looked awesome. It's a very pretty looking machine. I would like a keyboard for it, but I don't know why. Just because I haven't got one, I suppose. Can I speed it up? I can speed them up. Now that they're all out, that's a complete waste of time. Beautiful. Look at that. 100%. I am awesome. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh. Right, put up some brollies. Save 10%. That's all I'm going to save, isn't it? Oh. Sorry, Archie. Awesome. Oh boy, Amiga 1200 listed on the credits of Wipeout 2097 for the PlayStation as the voice. Is it? I never knew that. Well, that'll be why then, because they use the Amiga for the audio. Or some of the audio, anyway. I think they were using Amiga 4000s and Sony came in. They warned them to stop using them and to use the Sony dev kits, and they ignored them. And then they were warned again, and they ignored them. Then they were warned again, and I think one day they came back in the office and all the Amigas had been put in the skip. Something like that, anyway. There's a level editor for Lemmings. That'd be a bit of fun, making levels for it. I'll have a look at that. Oh no, I've made the balls. I've made the balls. Nope, I can't do anything about it. Oh no, I haven't made the balls. Yep, did it on purpose. Oh, fantastic. I'm a Lemmings expert. Better at this than Time Pilot, Peter. Alright, let me have a look through my collection of dodgy CDs and see what else we've got. Okay, so let's go. Some of these are dreadful. Never mind. JJ Brubaker, good evening from Australia. Good evening, sir. How are you? Whereabouts in Australia are you? I do have family in Adelaide. Oh boy, I forget the name of the artists, but in-house music for PS1 Wipeout and probably Wipeout 2 was at least partly done on the Amiga. Yes, that's what I've been told as well. Right, let's have a look at, I was going to say cd32, I don't mean that at all. Let's have a look at SimCity. Peter, we will need to get a Time Pilot virtual rematch. We will. We will indeed. Barrett, where is it? Oh, Ballarat, Western Victoria. Cool. Bloody cold at the moment. Oh dear. Well, we're having a warm spell at the moment, just to encourage the coronavirus to keep going for a little bit longer. We're now up to about 70 degrees in bright sunshine outside. This is another game I was using to test if the laser works. I had to find two that I know about. Peter, it's about 9 here. Oh, blimey, that's cold. Oh boy, found it. Found it. Artist was Cold Storage, Tim Wright. Ah, Tim Wright. Hang on then. Well, I've got tons of messages, hang on. Let me brush them aside. Tim Wright. Tim Wright is a musical composer. Do you know what? Not only do I know his face, I think I've met him. Tim Wright, alias Cold Storage, is a Welsh video game music producer known for his work Shadow of the Beast, Agony, Lemmings, Wipeout and Colony Wars. Age 52. Albums include Wipeout, Wipeout 2097, Cold Storage, Shadow of the Beast, and more. Well, I never. JJ, this virus is good for my computer retros, getting much done. Yeah, I hear you. Yep. I've never got any time to do anything, so it's great to have some spare time. Right, I'll play this very quickly. Future City. Oh, I don't remember Future City. Let's go Future City. On easy. I used to play this back on a 500 back in the olden days. And then when the PC came along, I played it on the PC as well, endlessly. And SimCity 2000 was awesome, I thought. I've got SimCity 5, I think, or 6 somewhere. Never played it, it's in the box. I can't be bothered to power the PC up. Not the game's PC, anyway. Please wait. That's alright, I know about waiting. I'm an Amiga owner. This is one thing Amiga owners are good at, that's waiting. I'm just looking at the hand controller. Commodore, model number, Amiga cd32, made in China. No part number, no patent number. Right. Oh my god, what's all this? Road. JJ, I watched your YouTube, watched your Amiga reviews from some time ago, very helpful. I'm very happy to be of some use. Look at that, that's amazing. Well, if that's not a city, I don't know what it is. What? Fusion power. Fission power. I know that's a fission power. Bit of residential. Power line. This is all recognisable, so you know what's what. Build here. Build anywhere. Bit of commercial. That's it. Full set. Job done. So some Metro Police. Okay. That's it. Done. That's it. Fully functioning city. Commercial, nothing else. I think, is that right? Goes to the left if it's in demand, it goes to the right if it's not. Is it on full speed? It is, full speed. Well, I can't save the game. Looking at that, I've got RAM card or floppy disk, neither of which are connected to this machine. So that's the end of that. Let's go commercial then. Budget. What are the problems? Housing costs. Housing costs are always a problem. %42% residential. I ain't got a RAM card. I ain't got a floppy disk. Oh well. Okay. Why is there no power to that? That is the power station, isn't it? Put that there, put that there, put that there. Loads of work, everyone's busy. Job done. Right, bored with that. What else have I got in the catalogue of scratched discs? Press play. cd32. No idea what that is. Let's put it in. Jim Sachs, by the way, also did the intro screen for the Amiga cd32. One of his commissions from Commodore. It says press play on this CD. I don't know what that means. It might be an audio track. Who knows? Oh my goodness. Peter, I have a TF330 in my cd32. It gives you VGA out. Yeah. Yeah. I must admit, I don't use the cd32 very often. Or at all, to be honest. Although it is a bit of fun for CD games. I did think of connecting it up to the Amiga, because I remember the adverts at the time saying you could connect CD32 and use it as a dummy CD player, or as a slave CD, or whatever you want to call it, to the Amiga, but I never did. I never had the cable to do it. No idea what this is. Oh, it's a demo. Raw discs I've made over the years. But I've been using Amigas now for 30 years, so I don't really remember what I did, to be honest. So I've got a big bundle of CDs here. A clue what for. The TF330 is an 030 with 50 megahertz. Yeah, go like sting. Yeah, go like sting. An 030 is perfect for me. Unless you want to play the modern stuff. All the power you can get is JJ, I remember the CD32 in stores in Melbourne in the mid-90s, but they never caught on here. I think in the UK they accounted for the highest percentage of CD sales in 1993. I can't actually remember what date it came out. It came out in CD32. I remember it being advertised. It was in all the magazines. And one of the adverts that was always there with it was Rise of the Robots, which I bought, funnily enough, before the reviews came out. And it was dreadful. I don't know what happened to it. I don't ever remember seeing the CD again. Probably launched it into the garden, but yeah, at one point I did have it. To be honest, I don't ever remember seeing this before in my life. I do like Amiga demos. There's something strangely, I don't know, hypnotic about them. Or something like that. 3D, look at that. It's Wipeout. It's Wipeout before Wipeout. Stick one more disc in and that'll do. I'm going to go have a drink, a cuppa. JJ, I think the PlayStation, which I bought, Ace of 65s, I was still using my 500. Couldn't justify the cost. No, I didn't buy a PlayStation straight away. My pal did, Craig, he bought them when they first came out. Yeah, press reset. If I press reset, is it going to bugger up the signal? So I must have loaded this into RAM because I'm actually taking the disc out and it's still going. Oh, sounds like it's finishing. Oh, no. You've been watching. Oh, I do like this. I like the music. It's excellent. It's really very good. This demo takes all advantage of fast memory. There we go. Send him an email. Thanks for the demo, guys. I don't press reset. Let me put another disc in and see if it. Don't know. See what it does. I'll put Lemmings back in and shut the lid. Yeah, nothing. Right, I'm going to press reset and see if I can load one more program in. And if it bombs out the stream, then obviously that will do. Oh boy, some of these guys did Fears, I think. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. It's a very professionally made demo. I do like that. It's very good. Okay, guys. If the stream bombs out, I shall have to say cheerio while I go have a cuppa. But I'm going to press reset now and see if the stream keeps going. Fingers crossed. Are you still there? It doesn't say it's bombed out, but you can never tell. Now this is a particularly trashy game that was released, I don't know if it was quite late on. Still here, still here. Oh, good man, good man, good man. Oh, once upon, oh. This is so bad. Oh. Oh, don't tell me it needs a mouse. I've got a controller. Oh, it needs a bloody mouse. That means it's a cd32 game. All right, fair enough. Let me swap over to one more. What have we got? I'm not playing that. I refuse to play it. It's absolute garbage. Oh, that might be it. My other CDs are in the cupboard. So that might be it, I'm afraid. So I'm going to say cheerio for now. And I might be on later with a dual SID Commodore 64 for testing. But we'll see how I get on. So anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much, guys. Have a very pleasant afternoon, evening or morning, wherever you may be. And I'll see you in the next stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for your comments. I'll see you next time.